Hello, YouTube family. How are you? I just wanted to pop on here right quick and just kind of give you a little life update. And it's been a little while since I have posted on YouTube. I haven't been very active, just trying to do as minimal as possible. This year's been a little rough for myself and my family. Just to kind of give you a little update on my what's been going on. This year, I lost both my parents within a 6-week period, and after being with them for 5 years, being their caregiver along with my sister, and at the end it was like all hands on deck, and it got to be pretty difficult. At the beginning of the year, or actually at the end of last year, my dad was diagnosed with lung cancer and tumors, and so we thought about possibly having some treatment done for him. And as the new year came around, we realized that he just wouldn't make it. He was also a caregiver for my mother, who had dementia, plus she had a stroke, and at the very end she was very bedridden and very dependent on all of us. So it had been a trying time. In February, we all got COVID at the same time. Myself, my sister, who were their main caregivers, both my parents and one of my daughters. So we had to quarantine together for 10 days. Praise be to God that we survived that and came out of it, but it just weakened both my parents' health, and from there it just went downhill. My dad got weaker and weaker. We ended up putting both of them in hospice at the same time. We cleared out their dining room and made a hospital room for both of them so that they could be together. They were together for over 70 years, which is a beautiful love story. Maybe someday I'll share a few pictures. And towards the end, we thought my dad just kept getting weaker and weaker, and we had 24-hour care for both of them, including us. We were there 12 hours a day, 16 hours a day. Finally, it came to the end for my father, which he didn't last very long, and he passed away on March 30th. And we were able to put him to rest on April 30th, I believe, a month later. And a week later, after we put my dad to rest, my mother passed away. And so we had to put her to rest. And I'm just now recuperating somewhat, but I'm excited to get back to doing YouTube videos. I'm excited to continue to work, and I just love being able to do this wonderful craft and just be able to create something beautiful and new from something maybe used and old. The digitals that are coming out are so beautiful. It's like, oh man, I have a stack of journals that I'm working on. I'm just about done with one, and when I start another one, I'm guilty of that, but it's a lot of fun, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I just kind of put this embroidery fabric down here, or this little, I guess it's embroidered, or I don't know what you call this, needle point. It's a beautiful image. I'm thinking I might make a journal out of it. Not quite sure how I'm going to work that out. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I want to give you a quick flip through on one of the journals that is a gift for a friend of mine. It was her birthday, 4th of July. So I'm going to be meeting with her soon for lunch, and I wanted to be able to give her one of my journals, which I so enjoy making it for her. She loved my journal so much that she started to create her own. She's actually a much more creative person than me, and she inspires me, and so I'm excited and a little nervous to give her this, but it's a lot of fun. I just kind of put the rest of these journals here. These are some of the ones that I still need to tweak a little bit, but I just wanted to put them out there so you could have something pretty to look at while I gave you my life update. So I hope the lighting is good. I've rigged up a little tripod. I still haven't been able to go and get me a tripod, but I will soon. I will. Let's see. Let me go ahead and just kind of give you a really quick flip through on this cookbook, and then I'll give you a flip through on my friend's gift, and then we'll call it a video, I think, for now. If you like these doilies here, I will be putting them in my Etsy store, but send me a message if you're interested. I was able to get a large, it looked like a tablecloth or some kind of maybe a bedspread, I'm not sure. Two different ones, large ones, and I got them at a flea market in San Diego, and I cut them apart, and so I'm going to be selling some of these because it's a lot for me. So anyways, I just wanted to leave that there. Here's a cookbook, or you can also use it for journaling if you don't want to use it as a cookbook. It's a vintage cookbook. I believe it's from the 1930s. I left it alone as far as the front of it. All I did was I decoupaged these two little images there, put book corners to strengthen the corners, and I decoupaged back here. I put some fabric here that I got at Hobby Lobby just to strengthen the spine, but pretty much I left it alone, and it's just a binder type cookbook, which like I say, I left a lot of the cover alone because it's just so beautiful and vintage. I did put some fabric here to strengthen it. I took a copy of the first page, or one of the pages in there, because my daughter and I were reading it, and we just thought it was hilarious what it said. It says, "The girls are all envious until they learn the secret of her success." So they're talking about this Mary and how she's just the best cook and hostess, and so if you follow these recipes, you can be the same. So anyways, I thought it was funny. I put it in here and made a copy and put it in here, and I made the back into a pocket, and I added some ephemera. This is just a coffee stain recipe card that I found at Hobby Lobby. This one is a printable that I found, and then along with this one. And so I thought they were cute, and I put them here. The digitals that I used are from my Porch Prints and Gayle Agostinelli. I believe it's her tablecloth digitals. So it's just a mixture of different cookbook, kitchen type digitals. So I also put a lot of the ephemera. I either glued it onto the digital or made it into a pocket, and so that you can write your own recipes. I took some fabric and made that into a tab. Here's another digital with just like I say, I just embellished it a little bit with some of the different ephemera. And I left plenty of writing space if that's what you choose to do with this journal, is to make it into your personalized cookbook. This is a digital ephemera, and I put it onto a guest check and just some more ephemera and recipe cards. And then the book itself had a lot of nice recipes, so I glued those on there as well. More pockets there with some more recipe cards, and here's the actual original sheet of the cookbook. It's a 2-ring binder, And then I got some graph paper here, put a tab on that. And I made these large pockets from some of the digitals, and in the pocket I put in a large journaling card so that you can write and tuck in there. There's plenty of places for you to add your own recipes to. Here's a belly band with some recipe cards, really cute, and then I decorated it with some of the ephemera from the My Porch Prints digitals. I love her digitals. They're so nicely done, very I don't know what the word would be, elegant, rich. I don't know. I just think they're beautiful. Very well made. A lot of these ladies, their talent is just so inspiring. I'll list a few of the ladies that I follow, and I follow a lot of different ladies, and I just get inspired and I just pick and choose what calls me. And so there's no right or wrong to making a junk journal. It's whatever moves you, whatever you feel you want to add to that journal. Here's another original page, some more graph paper, another pocket with a tab, and a large journaling card inside. Here's a side tuck with a recipe card and a little envelope with some ephemera in it. So like I say, I'll repeat it again, so much space to write your own recipes, to make this your own. You can glue some recipes on here. You can hole punch and then add them to this journal. So it's the possibilities are endless. Here's some more ephemera and more recipe card. So you can also maybe categorize it by appetizer, salads, main dish, desserts, beverages, whatever you feel called to do to make this, if maybe this is a nice wedding gift to share some of your own recipes with a bride. Just an idea there. Here's the original. Here's some more ephemera that I glued onto this large pocket with a large journaling card, and I collaged the journaling card with some of those tablecloth digitals and a page from the cookbook, an original page. Here's some more recipes. Here's an index card ready to be written on, and then another guest check. In this, this is like a file folder. Here's a graph paper so that you can jot down things. Here's another original page, another large pocket. The cookbook is pretty old, and it's got I guess you would call this tarnished. Not necessarily rusted, it's more tarnished. That's how old it is. I think it's from the 1930s. Here's a large journaling card that's collaged with a large pocket there, and here's some more places to write your recipes with the fun digital ephemera. Here's a little side pocket that you can add your own little recipe to, and then the back of that pocket has a tuck spot with some recipe cards there, and more graph paper, and then another original page from the cookbook, and then the back of it I left alone for you to be able to either use what's on there, which is baking temperatures, or you can add a pocket to it. I mean, however you want to use this journal. This journal will be going into my Etsy store shortly. I still need to do a little bit more to it, but it should be going in there pretty soon. But I just wanted to share a little bit of what I've been up to. I'm also in the process of finishing this one. Just really quick sneak preview. I've got two that I'm working on that are tea-themed prayer journals, and I just love them. I still have quite a bit of work to do on both of them, but these are in the works and they're coming up pretty soon. And then I have this one that I purchased from Jewel Design. I would encourage you to go to her YouTube channel, maybe visit her, maybe buy her coffee. I think that's how they do it. I know that she right now is asking for prayers for her husband, and we send him lots of prayer so if you want to go out there and support her. But this is her digital, which I'll give you a flip through at another time, but this one's already in my Etsy store. If you're interested in seeing that one, send me a message. So here's my friend's gift. I am going to finish it up today. I'm probably going to add like a couple of tags and presentation cards at the top with a very thick ribbon of some kind. I still haven't found it. I've attached to the cover these digitals. I believe some of them are from Artie Mays, and yeah, I believe so. Artie Mays and maybe Tracy Fox. And then I also added some music paper to it, and I put this little book plate on it that says journal. It's got the lace from the tablecloth that I took apart, and here's some of the trim that I trimmed the journal with. And then here is, I covered the spine with the doily part of it. So let's kind of go quickly inside. When I was out thrifting, I found at one of the Goodwills a big stack of vellum. I didn't know it was vellum until I brought it home, and I thought it was just a different color of copy paper. But I unwrapped it and I found out that it's vellum, so I've been having a lot of fun with it.